Hello, my name is Simba, and today I wanted to do a little bit of improving to the workshop we worked on last episode. So I've already started by putting in some barrels and some chutes, same thing I did over here, just right onto the depots. And I have taken the liberty of crafting some smart chutes. So brass plate, chute, and electron tube. So what we can do with these, I've also crafted some filters. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to put a smart chute under, every single depot. And then underneath that, I want to, should have grabbed my shovel, but it is what it is. Okay. Now that that's done, let's put down some barrels and some slabs. Perfect. Alright, so now we still access the barrels, and it's always nighttime. Alright, so now that we've gotten that set up, we need to start doing some filters. So, I made attribute filters, which are just brass nuggets and wool. But what you can do in here is you can do tags. So I want the can be washed tag. Yeah, and we're going to deny that it can be washed. Right? So we're going to put this in the wash filter. So if I were to come in here and grab some of my wheat flour and put it in this chest, it should drop out, sit on the depot, and as soon as it turns into dough, it should drop into this barrel right below. And it did. Perfect. So now we just got to do that for the other few. Okay. So this one will be can be haunted, deny list, add. Okay. Now we have can be smelted. Is that fine? Because like this can also be, yeah, it can be smelted. All right, deny list, add. Be smelted. Now I don't have anything to be dyed right now. I guess I do now. Okay. Do we create can be stained? Is that the? Yeah, I guess maybe it can be stained. Alright, and the last filter, not that chest. Not that chest twice is crazy. There we go. Here we go, and can be smoked. Deny list, add, boom. Alright. So if we take our stack of slime balls, it should go our stack of dough that should craft into slime balls. If we take a stack of kelp, that should be able to get smoked into dried kelp. I took my Tunnelbore out and we got a lot of copper. So that's why I really wanted to automate this. There we go. Doop and doop. This is so funny. Alright, so all of this so far. Can slime balls still be dyed? What kind of tags do slime balls have? So it, can be stained, deny list, add. Should work. It's strange. But we checked washing, and I don't really have a whole lot of sand, but I'll put it in here for haunting anyway. That is really weird. I would really like to see the slime balls drop through this thing. Come on. Come on. Okay. They did go through this time. Nice. Awesome. So everything seems to be working. That's awesome. Now I kind of want to go over the changes I made to my Tunnelbore. So I watched one of Chosen Architect's videos and figured out that you can put a schematic, a special type of schematic. So this pink one, the pattern schematic. So, uh-oh. Darn it. Alright, well, the pattern schematic down here is, you have to make a schematic in Quill. And all I did was I placed down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 torches down. And you want to define an area of all of these. And then you just name it, like, torches or something. But I already have that, oh, that's interesting for a save and upload immediately. I don't know. Sorry about that. But I need to make a new schematic now. How many zombies are down here? Jeez, they are loud. Crap. But you just make the schematic and you put it in there, and it just automatically places down torches for you. So I have to make a new schematic and place that in. I also added 1 extra drill to the bottom to make sure it breaks this block as well, so in case there's like a torch there already, or a piece of dripstone, or just something weird that the drill doesn't like, it will break the block under it, hopefully, so it will be able to place the cobblestone to keep going. And I placed a little box so I can just sit here. I can pick it up, I can open a couple of the chests and whatnot. But so far, those are the changes I made. I need to put the schematic back in. Yeah, that's really about it. I went tunnel boring. But I'm gonna go ahead and replace this schematic. It wasn't hard to make. Iron sheet, paper, pink dye. I got it. I'll be right back. And now that you've saved the template in your pattern schematic, and you have an empty pattern schematic as well, you can place down, I'm going to say it again, the schematic table. And you can place in an empty pattern and select which schematic you want to have. Just press check, and you now have your torches pattern schematic. You want to place it 1 block away. So like where the deployer would normally place, like it skips this block and normally places it there. You want to place it there and stick it in this little spot. And that's it. And yeah, it giving back in my inventory made me remember that I already had one. Oopsie daisy. Well, at least it showed you guys how to craft it. But oh, also the Tunnelbore's wider. It's a little bit wider too. But today I want to make something very interesting, and to do that I'm going to need to make a few pieces. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back and I have almost everything I need. So what I need to do is put water in here and open its output. Then I can throw in some saplings. And what should happen is this should mix up into pulp and then stamp into cardboard. Interesting. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of this. There we go. It's always nighttime here. Why is that? Alright, but we get to take a sleep. Okay. Shoop. Box of cardboard. We can make packages. Alright, Now, if you've watched the Just Create season or Chosen Architect or anything like that, you'll know what I'm about to do here. So we're gonna place down a rail with a cart assembler on top. Now, what I want to do here is, I guess I'm gonna want the output. Oh man, I forgot to make chests. I'm sorry about that. And I can also make them. No, I don't have a crafting table on me. Interesting. Shoop. And I think I'm actually gonna want barrels this time. I think barrels will look pretty. So let's go ahead and make 2 barrels. Alright. So let's get to this thing. So what I'm gonna want here is one of our barrels. And then here, I'm gonna want this thing called a stock ticker. Boom. There it is. Of course I fall off the platform. But it's a little guy. I would actually like him placed the other way. So if that's the case, I need to come over here. I want to see his cute little face. Yeah, him got a cute little face yet. Okay. So now next, not much of this is going to make sense until I start putting in the vault. Gonna need some building blocks. Boom. Okay, so it's 1, 2. Oh, come on, 3. Really? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, and 9. A max size vault. Alright, so now we super glue the bottom right corner. And for now, just the bottom left corner. Perfect. Okay, so now that whole vault is glued together. Exactly what I want to see. Okay, so now we're going to start using our packagers. I want to put another barrel right there. Okay, so this barrel here is going to be our input barrel. So we're going to click the packager onto this barrel. So it will take items from the barrel, and we're going to place this packager touching the vault. Okay? I keep falling off. I should have found a better place to build this, but it's my bed, not lying in it. Okay? And we're just going to put a little funnel right there with a lever right here on the front. So anything we put into this barrel will immediately get put inside of the vault here. Calculating items. Maybe it'll tell me someday. Okay. Next, we want to take a packager and place it in the vault. This is how we're going to get the items out. Okay. And we're going to place our next packager into this barrel. This will be the output barrel. Okay. And last but not least, a chute right here. And I guess it's not last but not least because we still need 2 more things. We need to click a stock link, which to make a stock ticker, you just craft a stock link with glass and gold. You click your stock link on your stock ticker and you place it right here. So this stock link can read any items inside of the inventory the packager it's on is connected to. So all items in this vault will be accessible to our network, the stock ticker here. Okay? And we can place a blaze burner down. And let's get all of this glued in together. And my super glue broke. Yep. The only thing I need to glue on next is this lever. And no, I don't have the stuff on me to make more glue. No. Well, it's not hard to make more glue. There. Do. There we go. Super glue. Alright, Alright. And last thing here. Okay. So now, if we click on this blaze burner, who actually has a very cute little hat, we can see all of the items that are inside of here. So if I throw everything in, and I mean just about everything, yeah, it all starts showing up in here. Oh my gosh, we have a storage. Yay. Now, to use it, you click on an item and it will send it in. Alright, so I want all of these out, and I want this, and I want to click send. Boom, it's already here. Okay, so what I can do is place down this minecart here, give it a signal, and then pick it up. This whole max size vault with all those items in it just picked right up. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Alright, so I think I want to find a new spot for my tunnelbore to live. Maybe tear down this well and build a little bit more space here. But hold on a minute, I'll be right back. So I will say this is generally how the I guess portable inventory is set up. But I want to set it up a little bit different, actually, just so I can fit some more cool stuff in here. Give me those, thank you. Okay, so I want to set a crafting table here, so I can set the barrel here. I can set the packager on that barrel and still have the lever here always powered for it. Alright, so that'll be the input. And for the output, I also want to scoot this one just a little bit. So that'll be there. I need another block. I'm just gonna place the stone cutter there for a sec. Boop boop. I want to delete that and put in the package header. Okay. So there's that, and I can put. I guess I technically could put something there. I could put like a furnace or something there. It is what it is. But I know I wanted a stone cutter as well. I don't know if there's any other crafting stations that I need. But now I just gotta glue this up. I want to unglue how I glued it before. Nope. Okay. I want to go from right there. Okay, never mind. Let's just go from there to there. Let's go from here all the way to here. And then as long as we connect these two together, the whole thing is set up. Okay. So now I can just reach the outputs a little easier. A lot of my items came from the tunnelbore over here, and I couldn't. The thing was a little further back, and I couldn't really reach the barrel past the stock link. So I decided, why not? But now that I have this, if I pull out, oh yeah, I dropped all of our items in here, all of them, everything I got. If I pull out some andesite alloy, I should be able to go in here and make all kinds of neat things. All kinds. But I'm thinking I want some ladders. Maybe I actually want these on both sides. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. So if I do that, and then in here I do it That's the exact amount. Doot, doot, doot. Jump up. Boom. Okay. So now we can reach the top. And why don't I just put the schematic table up here? Boom. Let's glue. Can I make a cannon? Not really. No, not really. Can I make another mill? No, not really. Not really. Alright, there's a lot of things. This crafting system is realistically a lot better. I am going to enjoy all of my items being in one spot and being able to craft. But it will be a slight, like, learning curve. But if I do something like this, boop-a-doo. Alright, so that should be that. Yeah, all I gotta do now is stripith some logs. I just need one for right now. Alright, and alright. Drop a few things in here. And move. Wait, what? Why? That's so weird. Okay, so I can send all the items for it, and then I can just craft it. Nice. Okay, please don't break everything. Hey, I can still use this one too. Okay. Let's just send a ton of wood. And I'm going to put a lot of planks back in the system so I don't have to worry about crafting them later. Same thing with these. And why not? Also barrels. Put a half stack in there. I like me some barrels. And I totally forgot. Well, yeah, exactly 2 chutes. Nice. Okay, so 1 barrel here. 1 barrel there. Shoot and shoot. Of course you went in the wrong spot. And shoot. Okay, so now I can just mill whatever I want. Yay. And like I said, we put a lot more of that back in there. Okay. Let's start taking some of this stuff off of the list. What else do I want to work on now? I think since I already am going to glue the schematic table up there, I might as well also glue the schematic cannon. Let's go ahead and put that guy. Actually, if I want to decorate it, I probably am going to put him a little further back. Almost like a fin kind of thingy. Who knows? Maybe I'll be good about it. Boom. Okay. So that should be the cannon and the table included. Okay, awesome. We got ladders up on the side so we can get up. We have inputs, outputs, we have crafting tables, and I am starting to learn the system. Alright, so let's say we want to make a chest. We click chest, fill recipe, we can make 34. I don't really want 34, so I can shift right click and that'll put it down to 0, and I can just left click and go up. Let's say I want to make 4 chests. Grab them out of the barrel, put them in the crafting table. Chest is still in the search bar, and then boom, I have all 4 chests. Drop them in this barrel, and then now they're available. Yay! I'm so excited. Oh man. Okay, so I've kind of got the crafting down a little bit. I'm sure it'll still take some time, but I got all my items in here. Got all my villagers just big chilling. I killed a phantom. You know, just some general good stuff. I'm really excited. So one of the other things that I want to do is put another one of these systems on the Tunnelbore, but Tunnelbore's not big enough. I need to expand it more, so I need to make a lot more drills. Hmm. How do I want to do this? Because I don't want this to be my forever base. I kind of want to maybe go exploring and look around for a cool spot to move. You know, or maybe I just live at spawn, so everything's always loaded. And my farms will always be running. You know, I mean, spawn is a nice little hill. I could probably do something cool with that. Let me think on that, and I'll be back. Okay, so I think for the last little bit of this episode, I want to rebuild the Tunnelbore. It's great and all, but it's not big enough, and I don't love how it look. So what I want to do is unassemble it. Doop, and yeah, it's physically placed in the world now, so I should be able to just delete things. Yeah. Okay. So first off, I kind of want to center this more. Oh, yep, I forgot I put a bunch of stuff in these chests. Hee. Okay, let's take this, and this. And let's get rid of this stuff. It was just a nice place to sit, but I'm gonna put a better place to sit here in just a second. Alright. Oh my, what happened? Okay. I still have my odd sparks open, so I think what happened was it autosaved. This lagged me out a little bit. Okay, so I have a ton of drills. I wonder how tall I'm gonna need to make this thing. Let's start with, what's it, 6 tall for now? Yeah. Okay. So I have another max size vault. Oh yeah, I hate when that happens. There we go, boom. Okay, so this is a nice max size vault, and no, I want you to go downward. How do I make you go downward? I don't know if I can. Can I go upward then? Yes. Okay, it's a nice little stairs up to the top. And I made some of this railing. Ooh. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Okay, so then we can just kind of big chill up here. I gotta figure out how to do, how I call the packages and whatnot. But let's also see if we have the correct amount of drills. Alright. I think we have plenty. I think. Oh. Okay, so we at least have enough to go to the end of this vault, which is good. And I love this little staircase. This is nice. Okay, and we still have 19 left over. How wide is this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10 long. 6 times 6 is 36, so I'm like 17 drills shy. I just want to make it like a 16 wide, so it's a whole chunk wide. So let's just make 17 more drills. I think I just have the stuff. I like way overcrafted for it. I guess half a stack over. Yeah, 17 more drills. Shoot. Oh, not you. You. Drill. Drill. Yeah, 36. Okay. So this will make it a full chunk wide. So it'll be 16 tall, 16 wide by 6 tall. Heck yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and 6, I think. Yep. And this should be it. Sometimes it's really weird to place drills, I will say that. But either way, these are the last 2 drills going in now. And I think it's just time to glue it up. Maybe I want to put another staircase over here. It started on this block, up and up. Put in a nice, well, definitely not there. There we go. Get that off of there. And lastly, I guess I kind of need to do like a storage. Okay. So how would I do this? Here is a stock ticker. And basically, I'm only really going to want to take items out. So, and I did not make my packagers. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I'm back with the packagers. And we're going to want 1 into there. Now, actually, can I open you from on top? Yeah, I can. Basically, now the trouble is, how do I get stuff from this vault into there? Because normally, you put a packager straight on it so it can pull out. And then this guy has a package. I mean, I could actually just have it down here, like normal. Literally just like normal. How about instead I do that? But that was not a good sound, and I did not like that. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do just stock ticker. Let's do packager. I didn't bring my chutes. That's great. Keep that thing powered and touch this to that. And then I also need to get a blaze burner as well. Alright, so on top of getting the chutes, I decided to make a second deployer with, oh, well, I'll have to place a block down right there. Excuse me. Oh no, because I deleted all the torches, it what? Oh, come on, really? Don't do me like that. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Of course. Okay, and then I should be able to wait, no. Hold on, let's go from, what are you doing? What happened to my schematic and quill just now? Huh? This one has torches at MBT. Okay. This is so weird, and why is it like this? What? I don't understand. Alright, I finally got everything, I think, glued all together. You guys want to find out? Oh yeah, I placed it. That's fine. Heck yeah. Well, this seems to work. So let's go underground. I thought that piece of grass was a creeper. Hold on. let me hunt into there, and we'll see if we can get some mining done. Alright, so I'm down in the mines, and I think it's about time we give this guy a try. So, if I just break that one block, it should just go, yeah? Should just work. I'm gonna have to break a little bit of the wall, but this guy is moving and grooving. Excuse me? Are you done moving and grooving, sir? Alright, I'm gonna have to pick him up and realize that I lost some rail inside of said contraption. I guess if I put you there, and then I gotta place the cart assembler down. Gotta dig through here. It's just the main problem that you can't access this while it's moving. So let me grab the 3 rail out. There we go. Now we can turn it back into a contraption. And I can place down some rails. I think I should just be able to push it. Whoa, what the? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Where'd my lever go? There it went. Very interesting. Okay. Now I can push it. Why aren't you going? You have coal in you. What is going on? There we go. Now it's starting to realize it can do things. Alright. And I also totally forgot to glue a seat on. Alright. Let's try this thing again. Let's put down like 5 of these things. Let's put down our thingy. Put down that. And doop. Place it in the world and excuse me. Yeah, I would just kind of like to have a seat glued in somewhere up here. I'll just do that. Perfect. Drop another torch. Okay, and I'll put the lever over here this time. Okay, can I just push you? Somewhat. Somewhat. I totally forgot to set this to lock rotation. Maybe it won't matter. It'll probably matter. That also got glued up here instead of a torch. Interesting. But for now, look how much stuff this thing is going through. Oh my goodness. And it doesn't seem like we're placing torches. Why is this thing being weird? I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this in between episodes. Well, maybe not in between episodes, but what? you should be pointed into this. Oh, into the. Yeah, the item vault. Why aren't you going in there? There you go. Ah, because I put a redstone signal here. I need to scoot these over some. Alright, so I need to do that, and I need to replace this torch back up here. Boom, so that's glued in. Everything seems to work there. Do you have coal in you? You totally have coal in you. Get one of that out. And like I said, I need to move this over one. Okay, so I ended up moving it over slightly. It's awkward because there's 2 blocks here, and there's 1 and 2 blocks here. So there's a 1 gap here, and there's a 1 gap here, but there's no blocks here, so I kind of want to add some to make it look a little better. How? Why would you do this to me? Oh, man. This thing is giving me a lot of trouble currently. Alright. I guess I needed it powered. And it's set on lock rotation. Oh. I may need it powered, but I need to get 1 coal out of it beforehand. Doop. Okay. Okay. Alright, it took some trial and error, but we have... Hold on, is there like an F7 light overlay or anything like that? No, I might have to install that as another mod, because I might need... I was supposed to move this guy. I totally was. I was supposed to move him to about right here-ish, I think. That way we could have him out even. But either way, oh my lord. Wherever we are headed is dangerous. Just directly underneath that city. I think I see a chest right up here. Nope, leave. Well, not leave. I saw that. I saw how many there were there. Just snag some diamonds. And, I guess we just ride this thing off into the sunset. Well, until we hit this lava lake again. But, either way, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm so glad we got this Tunnelbore and all these upgrades made to all of our stuff. That is really loud. But, either way, thank you guys for joining in, and I hope you guys had fun. If you guys made it this far in the video, YouTube does say that 96% of my viewers are not subscribed, so if you could leave a like, comment, or subscribe or anything like that, it'd be much appreciated. You guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I will see you guys next time.